So, Rich, what got you interested in music?
Well, I think what got me interested in music was, the fact that my parents were so interested in music. I remember growing up, waking up early in the morning on the weekends and just listening to music, blaring from the speakers,
Right.
my mom's stereo system. It was obviously Spanish music to her, but that I remember that. I remember. I also remember taking trips with my father, driving in the desert in Arizona, and we would judge the time between Phoenix and another place by the number of tapes we had to listen to.
Right.
Between each trip. So
are we talking about cassette tapes, or might
tapes.
we be talking about 8-track?
Yeah, cassette tapes. Yeah.
Okay.
Cassette tapes, and that's what got me interested in the music.
So what you mentioned, your parents used to play a lot of music, and that's sort of the first time that we start listening to music. All of us, is based upon what our parents listened to. But when do you think maybe the earliest moment of in your life, as far as when music was started to influence you, or at least when did you recognize that it was influencing you?
My sister, my older sister, who was about 4 years older than me, she had what they call a quinceañera, or a 15th birthday party.
Okay.
It's big in the Hispanic community. Most girls have it, or had it. I don't know if it's, today still, but I remember she had a live band playing. I was about 8 years old, eight or nine, and she asked me to come on stage and sing a song for her, and it was the song by Richie Valens, La Bamba. And
Yeah.
I went up there and I sang it, and the people loved it. So that's what gave me that bug.
I didn't know that you were a singer.
Well, I don't sing, as much as I used to, but yeah, that's how it started for me, was getting on stage and holding that microphone and singing it. And then when I came off stage, it was just, the reaction that I got from the people. So that's what got me, into it, as into actually wanting to do something,
right,
at that age.
What then? I mean, if you're a singer, or since you're a singer, did you start thinking about how the music comes together, in terms of maybe starting to make your own music for some of your songs or anything like that?
Right. Now, at that age, no. It wasn't until I took my first music class when I was in 6th grade. It was a guitar class. That's when I actually started getting into, how chords go, how music progresses through chords, and the melody and things like that. Before that, it was just something that was fun.
Right.
I loved it, but I knew it was fun. I wasn't thinking about that in depth at that point yet.
Right, but that's still a nice early age to start learning about music, and certainly I'm sure that exposure and maybe even formal education made you into the engineer that you are today.
Definitely, I would have to say, yeah. I mean, that has made me. I've gone through many different, changes in my music style. The music that I like, but that is definitely where it started.
So do you think that some of that played a role in your specific interests in recording and mixing, but more of the behind the board kind of position in recording versus on the mic?
Yeah, but I think the technical aspect didn't come into it until I was about 18 or 19. Again, from the time I picked up that first microphone to the time I was about 18 or 19, I wanted to be behind the mic. That's what I wanted to do. I mean, I could care less about this.
Right. Okay.
There were people out there that did this for a living, so I knew it. It wasn't until I was about 18 or 19 year old when I realized, studio time is expensive.
Right. Exactly.
And so it was just at that point where I started gaining an interest on how to do little things. Started off with a little 4-track. What is that? The disc.
The recorder, the multi-track recorder, right?
Yeah, the disc recorders.
Yeah.
You know, the early '90s and stuff like that, and that's when I slowly started getting into into the technical side. You know,
right.
learning
And
board and
bouncing tracks and that sort of thing. Yeah. I remember those days.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years or so from now?
In 5 years, I see myself. I hope to see myself doing this on a daily basis. You know, I would like to go back behind the mic. You know, if I have the opportunity, because I know that I still have a lot to say, and I know that there's people out there, you know, waiting for me to come back with a little something, you know, that they can listen to. You know, I hope to, like I said, just be doing what I love to do, you know, on a daily basis, and people wanting me to do their music or record their tracks or help them develop as artists. I know there's people out there that could use my knowledge and my, and my understanding of it, you know, for their benefit.
Right.
I think, and I hope to, in 5 years at least, be at a point where, you know, I can say, this is what I work for.
Right. Doing it every day, right?
Every day, just hustling and grinding it out, you know, every day.